Hello everyone, welcome back to December on the Cozy Chair. How's it going? Are you guys having a good December? Are you enjoying all these fun Christmas stories? What about the other Christmas things you're doing? Have you been doing fun things? Oh, I sure hope so. Well, today I am super excited about this next book, but I'm not going to tell you yet because I have a few services that I want to read. We have Jackson and Bronx. They played with their little brother Noah. That was very nice. Good job, boys. And Haley and Camden, they made cookies for someone. Wasn't that nice? It was so nice. I know that they did it because they did it for me. And it made me feel so special, and it made me feel really happy. So when you guys do stuff for other people, it makes them feel happy. Okay, so finally, I'm going to show you this book. Do you remember when we read It's a Wonderful Life for Kids? And you already knew that story because you'd seen the movie. Well, guess what? They just turned into a book. Are you ready? Home Alone! Can you believe it? When I saw this in the Scholastic book order, I was like, I have got to get that book because it looks so fun. Well, this is Home Alone. Have you seen that movie? I think it's a really funny movie. It's about this little boy. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. If I tell you what it's about, I'm going to spoil the book. So this is based on the story written by John Hughes and directed by Chrism, and it's also illustrated by Kim Smith. And I really like Kim Smith's illustrations of this book. They are a hoot. So this is Home Alone, the classic illustrated storybook, and today I'm going to be reading for Jake. Hello, Jake. I'm glad that you like listening to these stories. There's their house. Do you see all the busy people in this house? There is a lot of commotion going on in that house. 'Twas 3 days before Christmas, 3 nights before Christmas, and the McAllister family was getting ready to leave for vacation. Everyone was busy packing. See everybody running around? It's a busy time when you're going on vacation. Everyone except Kevin, who was busy getting into trouble. Oh no! He spilt the milk and the root beer and the pizza. Go straight to bed, his mother demanded. That's enough trouble for one day. Lying in bed, Kevin could hear voices and laughing coming from downstairs. Everyone was having fun without him. I hope I never see my family again, Kevin whispered. I wish I was home alone. The next morning, the house was very, very quiet. No one was shouting, no one was running around, no one was telling Kevin to hurry up and eat his breakfast. No one was home. Finally, Kevin realized what had happened. I made my family disappear! For the first time ever, Kevin had the house to himself. All to himself. He jumped on all the beds. He ate a giant ice cream sundae for breakfast. Oh, can you believe him? After watching hours of television, he searched through his brother's private stuff and rode a toboggan down a giant mountain. Do you remember that part in the movie? I think that's so funny. He even tried his father's aftershave lotion. This was not a good idea. It stings. Ah! That's the part I loved when I was a kid. But sometimes it was scary to be all alone. Kevin was especially afraid of his next-door neighbor, Old Man Marley. Was the scariest person who lived on their block. And that night, Kevin heard whispers outside the living room window. Burglars were snooping around his house. You see, Marv said, most of the houses on this street are empty. Everyone's away for the holidays. Perfect, Harry said. We'll come back tomorrow night and steal everything. They're going to come take all of Kevin's stuff. Kevin was so scared. He dialed 911, but the telephone didn't work. The wires had been damaged in a snowstorm. After hiding under his parents' bed for a long time, Kevin decided that he was being silly. Only a wimp would be hiding, and I can't be a wimp. I'm the grown-up of this house, and I need to act like one. The next day was Christmas Eve, and Kevin had plenty of grown-up work to do. He walked to the grocery store and bought food. He put his clothes in the washing machine. He decorated a Christmas tree, and he hung Christmas stockings for his parents and brothers and sisters. I miss you guys, he whispered. I wish you would come back. Kevin's family always went to church on Christmas Eve, so that's what Kevin did too. After the service ended, he saw his scary next-door neighbor, Old Man Marley, sitting nearby. Does he look scary to you? He doesn't look scary to me. He looks kind of sad. You don't have to be afraid, Mr. Marley said. The kids in the neighborhood have lots of spooky stories about me, but they're not true. After they talked for a while, Kevin realized that Mr. Marley was in fact a very nice man. Are you visiting anyone for Christmas? Kevin asked. No, Mr. Marley said. I miss my family and I'd like to see them, but my son and I are fighting. I said some angry words that I didn't mean. Kevin knew exactly how Mr. Marley felt. Kevin remembered wishing his family would disappear, but he hadn't really meant it. You should try talking to your son, Kevin said. Maybe I will, Mr. Marley said. When Kevin left the church, it was already dark. The burglars would be coming soon. He ran all the way home. Look at that face. He is determined. Kevin made a plan that was full of booby traps. Look at that. Christmas ornaments and heavy cans, tar, glue, ice, cars, feather and fan, ice, by Kevin McAllister. He scattered toy cars and smeared tar on the basement steps. He made a big pile of feathers and hid sharp ornaments under the windowsill. He sprayed water on the front steps and tied paint cans to ropes. He stretched a tripwire through the hallway and built an escape route to his treehouse. Do you think this is going to work? Do you think it's going to stop the robbers? At 9 o'clock, Marv and Harry returned to the McAllister's house, ready to steal everything inside. They didn't know that Kevin had sprayed water all over the steps, or that the water had frozen into slick, slippery ice. Whoa! There they go. The first one worked, didn't it? The burglars stumbled into all of Kevin's traps. Yuck! Yow! Wah! Ew! Look! They're all working! All those traps! Marv and Harry slipped on the toy cars and were knocked over by paint cans. Kevin escaped through his bedroom window. Unfortunately, Marv and Harry were close behind. Now we've got you, kid, Harry said. Mr. Marley arrived just in time. Whack! Whack! He bonked the burglars with the snow shovel and called the police. Then he brought Kevin home. That night, Kevin left a note for Santa Claus along with some milk and cookies. He couldn't wait for Christmas morning. Can you see this note? Dear Santa, I don't need any presents. Just bring back my family. Love, Kevin McAllister. When he woke up the next day, Kevin rushed into the living room. Mom, Dad, is anyone here? No one answered him. Then he heard a familiar voice. Kevin? Is that you? Oh, look! His mother was home. I missed you so much, he said, giving her a giant hug. I missed you too, she said. Where are the others? Kevin asked. The front door flew open, and there they were. His father, his brothers, and sisters. Everyone was home at last. Are you okay? His father asked. I'm just happy you're all back, Kevin said. Merry Christmas. Oh, I just love that. I just think that is so fun because more than anything in the world, more than all the very best presents, Kevin just wanted his family back. So I hope that you enjoyed that book, and I hope you're having a wonderful December and a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.